Yo, yo, what's the deal? It's your man T Hick Street. How y'all doing out there, man? Hopefully you watched some phalanges in the backside, man. Came out here Sunday night to kick it with the peoples and have a nice little show with my man here. We're gonna have a nice interview with who's Murph the Kenzo. Um, I met this guy in the circles in a good neighborhood. I guess in Mr. Rogers' neighborhood of the YouTube. So that's what this introduction and what I'm up here for tonight is to see what's up with the brother Murph the Kenzo. Just waiting for Murph to come through. Should be coming through any second because he was on a link and now this thing would act up. That's how it is. It's good because nobody's here yet. There we go. So yeah, man, how's everybody doing, man? Football Sunday. Patriots got busy. See KC and Denver up there. We just waiting to let her. What up, Street? How you doing, bro? We're just waiting on Murph to come tap in, grab that link. He was already here, but just waiting for him to grab that link. Street, I hope you had a great show over there earlier. I seen you over there. As usual, I'm still invisible for some reason, but it's all good. Still gotta come by and see my brother and listen to some of that good talk. Before we even start, like I said, what up, Rain? People's in the building. Like I said too, for the people before you get started too, please subscribe to the Brother Street Knowledge Network, Tony Black. That's the homie right there. And like I said, we're just waiting on who's Murph the Kenzo to come in here to let us know who he is. You know, we got a good little community going on right now. We're just trying to build on positive brothers like himself and street knowledge that I just said. And myself, trying to subscribers, looking out for Gito Quinn or any third Bs. All of the little guys, you know what I'm saying, is coming up with great content, staying away from the you know, shouting fest. So, like I said, how you doing tonight, Rain? We got on the stove. People lining up. See where the Murph's at. You know how this goes, man. Even if you mess with the tube. Oh, nah, I just sent out a link. Just did. Oh, I just sent out. Let me see if we could catch this one. Well, Ernesto. That's the same one. It shouldn't be doing that. Oh, okay. It's coming now. That was on me, y'all. It always do this, but that's a good thing because if that doesn't happen, then it. Oh man, I know life is good. Lasagna, you're damn right. Life is good. A lasagna. Check you out. You made it regular, or you put some extra in there. How you doing, Zeroto Lou? I don't know why I ain't used to saying her name. Just wait for Kenzo because I sent him the bad link the first couple of times. It always happens. The stream y'all got a mind of his own. Simple. I don't know though. That's something that's why I like making it because that's not something that people always make. Everybody be kind of scared to make the lasagna. Yeah, exactly. You beat me to it. I thank everybody for coming in. I just got it. Okay, there we go.
Got it. You there, T?
Yeah. How
There
you
we go.
doing,
There.
bro?
How you doing,
All
bro?
right. I
Salute.
was just
Appreciate
trying
you,
to.
Fat.
You good?
Yeah. Can you hear me? Everything good?
Yeah, everything was good. It was just a little what's the name? A little delay. I was trying to do the
Okay.
same thing too. I was also trying to also trying to do the same thing. I know how we do. So
Yeah, man. I
yeah,
appreciate
what's
you
going
having me
on?
on your platform. Appreciate you. I was rushing around, so I'm a little sweaty. Don't mind me.
Man, it's all good. So you know, this is YouTube, man. So and this is the platform. T History presents. I title it Who's Murph the Kenzo. So we're gonna start off right there. I always like the guests to let on everybody. You're going from here to Japan, to Philippines, to Germany, across the world
Yes,
right
sir.
now. So let everybody know who's in front of them.
Yeah, man, definitely. I appreciate you having me on the platform tonight, T. I definitely want to thank you first and foremost. The chat, I see a lot of familiar names. Salute to y'all. Murph the Kenzo. Recently, I just moved out of Philadelphia, originally Philadelphia area. I moved about 100 miles away 2 years ago. The name is Murph is my nickname because my last name is Murphy. Murph is my nickname, and Kenzo is someone that's from Kensington, which is where I'm from in Philly. So Murph the Kenzo.
Yeah, that's what's up. Y'all always do that. Y'all just take away the couple of questions that I had, but I just asked you to tell who you was. Well, thanks a lot, buddy.
My bad. My bad. My bad. A little too much.
Nah,
A little too much.
it's cool. Nah, it's cool. So we're gonna start with that though. You say what is it? How you say Keniston, Pennsylvania?
It's in Philadelphia. It's a neighborhood known as Kensington. It's like the lower part. Yeah, like the lower part of North Philly.
Okay. So could you explain to us like growing up in that area?
Yeah. I mean, right today it's known as the heroin capital of the United States. Open market heroin trade. They've done the show Intervention's been down there. It's always been known for drugs, prostitution, lower class families. In the 90s, it was very mixed, white, Puerto Rican, and black. A lot of the whites have moved out. There's still some, but it's, a fairly diverse area, pretty much known for drugs. Growing up, it was pretty much the same thing as well.
All right. So growing up, what type of things was you into growing up?
We played sports, baseball, we played baseball, football, hockey, soccer, all that. And then just doing regular dumb shit, running around the neighborhood. Sometimes you be doing dumb young boss shit, other time hanging out with females, just regular life. Trying to stay away from the drugs, the shit we seen every day.
Correct. So I mean that's what I'm saying. In that type of environment, so was there any point like middle school, high school, did you ever dabble or tap into that game in any type of form or fashion?
Yeah. I pretty much sold almost everything along the lines as I got older. I rolled with a lot of different crowds. There was a time like I was a rock and roller, so I rolled with those crowds. Then I started getting more into the hip hop scene and rolling with those crowds and different characters and stuff. And I was mostly known for selling bud, allegedly, you know what I mean? But I mean, I dibbled and dabbled, making money any way I could.
Right. Yeah, I mean that's basically. So did you was you all right in school? Was school did
I
like
mean,
anything affect you far as school?
Yeah. Before high school, I mean, I was honor roll, straight A student before high school. But then when I got into high school, I went to a trade school, and I didn't really see the sense of anything outside of my shop. I was in food service. I wanted to be a chef, so I didn't understand why I needed algebra or world history. And then, of course, I was hanging with more people, smoking and fucking around, partying and shit. So I wasn't necessarily as worried about school, but I've always been a learner.
That's what's up. So I would say that even when you allegedly, I mean, you're around my age, but so
Yeah, I'm
when it comes to what you were seeing and in streetwise, but like so like I asked you, did you dabble into it, even though you said it was more bud? Did you did it hinder anything as far as like I want to know about your trials and tribulations. Like, did you get any run into with the popo or anything like that?
Minor shit. I never did any serious time. I never been in a prison. I've been to jail. When I was about 18 or 19, we started stealing Dodge Neons, and they tried saying that we were like a crime ring. It was more joyriding, so we kind of beat it all. But it was, we got into that a little bit. Most of us were selling different, we were in at that point. I was in Fishtown, and that was before it made the changeover. Fishtown's known now as like a hipster area, like you would see in Brooklyn, mate. The hipsters. So at that point, it really wasn't. It was kind of middle class, and there was a lot of drugs up there. So we pretty much the pill game, weed. Then you had other people that sold, the harder shit. But I never really did no serious time. I got locked up for like a possession of weed once, which was possession. It was mine, and 2 GTAs that I beat. So I didn't really get wrapped up, but homies did. I got friends that they're still doing time to this day.
So what type of impact did the environment have on you? Like seeing that, like you said, it's like a capital of the
See, I bounced
of the
around.
heroin and stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, I bounced around a bit where I got to experience different communities. I wasn't only in the hood. I moved out the hood and I got to live in an area that was like middle class and street sweepers. And so I got to see that side as well. And then I went back to the hood years and years later. So it was like, seeing that those things 20 years down the road where they had progressed only gotten worse. And again, I buried people within the last couple of years over, through the heroin. Friends OD'd and friends are in jail over it. So it definitely affected my life, even though I wasn't so much wrapped in it myself.
Yeah, because that's what I was gonna go next. Is like I was gonna ask you, could you give us some trials and tribulation you had? And like I heard you speak of what you just said last. So could you explain this, like far as burying people and if it was family members or what? What was your family life like?
Yeah. So I mean, trials like teenage years, I got kind of wild with the grinding. My parents got divorced when I was 17, so I was working with my dad. I was living with my mom, so it was like I was in the middle. My siblings were all way younger, so I was kind of like in the middle of that. Kind of pushed me out, and that's why I was doing all this wild shit. But like I said, friends down the road, man, they dibbled and dabbled when we were kids, and it just progressed for them over time. And like I said, I buried a best friend, a stepbrother, and another really close friend. So I've seen I've seen for years and years ahead of that through family, through my wife's family, like what addiction could do to families and the ups and downs. I sold these things. I seen what people will do for certain vices, and it's people are hurt. That's what I try to tell people. These aren't low lights. These aren't another form. These are people that are just hurt and they're trying to cover that shit up and they're masking it. They're trying to mask that pain, but nothing could ever get rid of it till you heal those wounds.
Right. That's what's up. So, like I said, that was like a major thing for yourself to probably like look and say, damn, like all of you seeing that type of stuff for you to stay away from.
Just seeing how easy it could be for someone to fall down that rabbit hole. I know my best friend who passed away, he didn't even really like smoking weed. So when we heard he's like doing dope, I couldn't even believe it. You know what I mean? Like this guy, I don't know if he even takes aspirin. So it was like a surprise, So when I seen that situation, it was like, wow, pretty much any of us could go right down that road just from an injury. You get an injury, you start taking in pain pills, and then you develop a habit, and people do desperate things when they feel they need something. And then, I've also had some things of my own. I had a couple near-death experiences that changed my outlook on how short life is and things like that.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we'll talk about them. I mean, if it's not too deep, or I mean, you can.
No, I don't mind talking about them at all. I just don't want to steal no more of your setup. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you set the questions up.
Good, man. I think it's oh shit.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. Nah, because I always be sitting up there paying attention, and I know better. But what else I was gonna ask you? So you said with Locker, I was gonna say again. So let's go with the music, with the band, with the rock, because I want to know like what introduced from rock to hip hop, and like was you ever like so you was in a band? You ever had the flavor to be like, yo, I'm better than
Yeah.
Eminem. Like, what's up? What's up with the
So
music?
yeah, when I was growing up, I grew up in Philly, and the predominant rock station is called MMR, WMMR. My dad always listened to that, so I always heard like classic rock on the radio. But then my mom was kind of more into like the dance music of the early '90s. You know what I mean? Like the your Stevie B's and things like that. She was into that, so we always had that influence as well. But rock was just something I was always into, man. I started to become like, I was a roller skater. I hung with the skateboarders and stuff like that. So, you know, those musics kind of go hand in hand with those cultures. And, you know, I met great people in them circles as well. You meet a lot of people who are in the same positions, broken homes, you know, hurt people and things like that. You know, most of them go to those lines of music because they're more emotionally available. You show those emotions a little more in rock.
So did
And
you
then it
ever
was just
write like what did you
yeah. So when I was in the band,
nah
I
go
played
ahead. I don't want
drums.
to
Yeah, you're good,
okay.
but no, I would never want to interrupt you. We on the T History show, you know what I mean? But I played drums, but I also co-wrote songs in the band. You know what I mean? My friend, one of my best friends, was a guitar player. He could pretty much play anything, but so I got a drum kit, and just it was something I just always loved. You know what I mean? And I wasn't great, but I was good. We formed a band. We did a couple shows and did a little demo, and it was cool. I was like 19, 20. My kids were babies, and you know we were getting it. We were getting money. We could do things like that. But at that point, I had already started to listen to predominantly more rap. So when you went to see us at a show, we might be playing something that you would call punk rock, but we called ourselves hood
Mm-hmm.
rock because we were listening to rock, but all of us lived in like Kensington in the hood, so it was hood rock. And yeah, our songs would be like rap influenced. We dressed, our style was rap influenced because that's just who we really were. You know what I mean? But a few years later, I would just mess around with raps with my friends who did rap, and people were like, "Dude, you're good. You got to push this." And then after some time, other people kind of pushed me into it, and I was always gifted at writing, so it was just finding that flow and things like that.
Yeah, that's what's up. So what you said that basically you kind of grow older and since like you said when the kids got older it kind of took you away from it.
Yeah. Well, with the band, it was just a lot of drama. I mean, we were young. People were still having their vices, and our bass player was still having addiction issues. My guitar player was like very one way. He wanted it his direction, which in a band that doesn't always work. If you're a solo artist, fine. But as a three-piece, we're a three-piece collective, you know. So it was just things like that, conflicts, and things changed over time, you know what I mean? And then when I was rapping, it was kind of just not that I lost interest, but I kept feeling like it wasn't going to go anywhere. I was only 34 at the time, maybe. So I wasn't seeing where it could progress. Not that I put a ton into it.
Mm-hmm.
It was more of it was a hobby more than like, you know, a passion hobby, but I wasn't really pushing it.
Okay. So I was all right. So what like so how long has it been like that you've been messing like you kind of like start like listening to hip hop and you mess with hip hop, I would say.
I
Like even
mean,
though
like
it's just
I'm
a
still,
hobby. But,
yeah, even on my page now, I made a couple like background musics for YouTube, and I see they're all a little hip hop influenced. I love heavy bass. I love rap drums. So you know what I mean. I still have those. I absorb all my influences. My playlists are literally insane. They go from rap, new school rap, old school rap, right into a rock song, a heavy metal. You know, my playlists are insane. But all those influence the sounds I'm making when I'm making these, when I'm producing and engineering these songs.
mm-hmm. That's actually dope, man. That's why I'm asking you because you know, especially when you said the drums, because you know our background of being, you know, African, you know, the drums
Mm-hmm.
beat. We heard RZA say that we can
Yeah,
remember
it's
the
just
African
the
drum thing.
rhythm, you know
You
what I
know,
mean?
that's all
It's
our whole culture, and you
yeah,
know the drums and stuff like that. So
yeah.
I guess we kind of speed it up in a little bit. Um, I would say that like what introduced you to this to YouTube? Like how long have you been somebody that's been on YouTube just in general?
Um, I tried to make a channel. I think it was about 4 years ago, and I was driving a taxi cab, so I put a couple videos up, nothing major, just playing around. And I didn't really use YouTube as much as I should. For a while, I backed off. I started using Facebook a little more. I built up a little following over on Facebook. But the YouTube, the things I was doing, it just made more sense to be on YouTube. I've been pushing that, what I would consider somewhat seriously, for about pretty much the quarantine. Since about January or February, I started to go live. I tried to do a lot of these things years ago, and the technology wasn't there. I would try to have these interviews like we're having, and I was using like Facebook Messenger, and it would just fall through. The sound would be, StreamYard wasn't available at the time. So since that's been available, I've been taking it a little more seriously, joining these sectors and communities and things like that. But I spend most of my time watching YouTube.
All right, so so we'll back that. We'll go further with this before I would say, would you how has life has been for you? I'm gonna get back to YouTube. I know I asked that, then I'll switch to this, but it's still the same in the same conversation.
Yeah, right.
How has this pandemic situation affected your life?
In ways it has, in ways it hasn't. I'm a bartender, so I don't make enough for unemployment, so I had to find other work. And my wife does home care for the elderly, so she pretty much worked this whole time. So we've been pretty much regular. I mean, I'm outside the city, so they're not as strict with the masks and rules as like that. So we haven't really felt a lot out here.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But I'm not making I'm not making the money some folks are, you know what I mean? Bless them on their bag though.
There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people that got to milk the cow. I wasn't available for that and was not going to do that.
Yeah, that's what the people are telling me. File this, file that. No, I'm good.
Yeah, exactly. I'm good.
They gonna want their money, trust. They gonna come back for their money.
Exactly. Yeah, you're gonna find yourself in a fucking cell sitting around hungry.
Yeah. You gonna wonder why you don't get an income tax for 5 years. You know what I mean? Like, play around if you want.
So I would ask, so you said sitting around is what got you YouTube, plus you got mad different skills. So what's your direction of, you have a channel, which is Murph the Kenzo. What do you look to do on your channel? What is your channel about?
Excuse me, I'm sorry. It's kind of now it's kind of molding a little bit. When I started it was mostly like short comedy skits, little ideas I would have. I think it'd be a funny video. I'd shoot it, throw it up there. But recently I've been doing a lot of the lives, and in the lives, we're having like serious conversations. So I kind of direct mine to live interactive experience. We're talking about social issues, but we always try to have conversations on a little bit of the lighter side. At the end of the day, I love to laugh. I love to make people laugh. So I like to have conversations as serious as they are. We could still have a little bit of fun during it. You know what I mean? But I just want people to, see that not everybody's the same. And the more experiences we get, the more we could understand other people.
Okay, that's what's up. So you said again, how long? So since basically last January, you've been active as considered as
just kind of push it a little bit. Just what I would consider serious. You know what I mean? But it's not like I'm dropping a video every day. I don't really go on other people's channels and, hey, subscribe to me. I don't really push my channel really. You know what I mean? Other than through the socials. If someone like I seen Street was in here, Street will tell me to shout my channel out, then I would. But I wouldn't necessarily just do it in the chat.
Yeah, I do that. That's what my thing is. Anybody like Bond, you, how we all kind of met each other the same type of way. I met you, Quinn, met you, Quinn. I don't even know now, but you know what our circle is. And
the list is big.
Before you got on, I shout out, like I try to show love even to like Rain, like official one, like the ladies did, a couple that come through here and show me love like I do.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I know people, like I
Yeah,
said, will
yeah,
joke
official,
because I have
definitely.
like crazy way more videos than subs, because I make sure videos I joke, I do the little cooking thing and have
Mm-hmm.
fun with it, and then I just try to support the people that support me. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
and
I mean, that's even with me, man. We're small. I mean, we're not even at 260 subs, but I feel like we have, like, for who's there, we got solid active people. You know what I mean? So I'll take a small crowd if I know they're good people. I don't have to worry about trolls or assholes or some weirdo coming racist out of nowhere all of a sudden. I know who's in my chats. You know what I mean? We're solid. So I'll take that
right.
smaller. But I mean, obviously, I would love for this to grow. If I would love to get paid off of having these conversations, that would be dope. But I'm not gonna put my whole life on it. I'm gonna still get up and go make a
Exactly.
dollar either way.
Yeah, that's basically the same way I am, and mostly over here. Like a lot of times, I know I sound like a broken record to the people that
Yeah,
always come, because I basically say the same stuff. It'd be different topics or different
yeah,
conversations. But like I said, I listen to my other brothers, and like I said yesterday, I told you earlier, you was dropping a lot of good stuff. Just like
yeah, man.
on, like what y'all doing is the morals over money, morals over
Yeah,
money. Like y'all put me on with that, and like y'all are part of that. And that's what I try to do, is just like support us, because like I said, I know the real people, and it's not like intentional, like I want something out of it. Like
yeah,
again,
yeah.
I
And
do
you see
want,
a
like I
lot of
tell them
that, so
about the cash apps and all of that
it's
stuff.
hard to
I don't
know.
really go out, because I know you got to be bigger and stuff like
Mm,
that for people to respect you and things like that. But people have to
yeah, yeah,
understand, you're taking your time. You never get your time back. So
exactly.
right now, as we're running through this, right now is what I normally do. Like I said, I'm gonna just get you to the I have a couple more questions,
Sure.
but right now I'm gonna give you my little game of either or. So what I'm gonna
Okay.
ask you is either the next question.
Okay.
I could have gave you some better joints than this, but
Hey,
the
it's all
first
right,
one,
bro. I dig it.
money or power?
Hmm. Neither. Can I pick that?
Mm.
I like that. I like to have
No,
a small amount of both.
no,
Uh,
I like one of them.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I guess I'd say power in a way, just not necessarily like in a negative way, just like my word holding weight.
Build or destroy?
Build. Definitely build.
Substance, looks.
Hmm. It has to be substance, man. The brain matters. Looks only go so far.
Beer, liquor.
Hmm. Liquor.
Papers or blunts.
I mean, it depends. If I'm with a few people, a blunt. But if I'm like me and wifey, just a paper, little joint. But if I'm with a couple people, we need a blunt. They go too fast. Them joints. Everybody who fuck with me, I'm gonna see if I got. Yeah, my squad know what we fucking with. We got the bowl. You know what I mean? Neither the bowl.
That's a lady, old school white boy. I like that. I like that. I like
Hey
that.
man.
Truck or car?
Car. I like trucks, but I'm a fan. Cars go faster.
Movie or documentary?
Mm. I mean, nowadays it's got to be documentary. It's hard to find a great movie these days. Documentaries, you could find something that's on a topic you don't even care about, and it could be a great documentary.
Okay. Though they're found together a lot. Pizza or
Mm,
wings?
mm. I'd say pizza. I think it's harder to mess up pizza than wings.
Paper or plastic?
Mm. That's a tough one right there. I'd say paper, but on the same token, it's like we're cutting down trees for paper. You know what I mean? So plastic, I guess we'll go with.
Mansion or house?
Mm. Uh, I guess we'll go with house. I don't need nothing too big. I don't need 80 rooms.
Famous or average Joe?
Mm. Like I said, I mean, I'd like my word to hold
Come
some
on,
weight. So I
Fred
mean,
Durst. I can see
famous.
Fred Durst written all over you. Come
Hey,
on, tell the truth.
oh, that bitch said she said, but but yeah, man. I'd like to be famous for sure. I mean, like I said, I want my word to hold weight, and it's definitely the more exposure you get, the more people can hear your word.
Boxing or UFC? I
Boxing.
already know that.
I'm a
I already
simply,
know
you
from
know, I
last
like the
time.
old
Yeah.
school.
This is the first time there's gonna be. This one is great.
Mm,
80s wrestling, YouTube.
mm, mm. That's a good one. I'd say just YouTube, just because there's more of a variety. You know what I mean? I love 80s wrestling, but I mean, at least YouTube, I can watch something as crazy as 80s wrestling and then flip it right to like a history documentary or something. You know what I mean?
Um, Sativa or Mids as right on point. How you can't make this shit up?
Hey, you say mids? You mean like Reggie? I don't smoke Reggie.
Yeah, nah, I
Never.
mean a little bit. It Mids, like they said, it's something that's a little bit over Reggie. Yo, tell me
Yeah,
we
yeah,
didn't pre-record this. How the fuck is the question gonna be
yay.
soon as that
I'm
motherfucker hit
always
his
smoking,
bong? It
bro.
goes.
That's an easy
Nah, that
call,
shit
bro.
was
I'm
just
always
crazy.
smoking. Hey, but
But so basically, yeah. So
I need the
basically,
loud pack.
loud or mid, loud
Yeah,
or
yeah, I need the
something
loud
like
pack.
a little bit
I
above
need the
regular.
strong shit. I've been smoking a
You need
long time, you know what I mean? So I need the strongest I could get.
all right. Underground rap or mainstream?
Underground, man. Like I said, as a fan of music, and I love these underground guys. I love independent rappers, and you know, even bands and shit. I love all that. You know, you see the grind. They're doing it more for the love of the art than the money. You know what I mean? Mainstream, they sell their souls for a penny. So
Nirvana, Metallica.
what was the first you broke up?
Nirvana,
Mm.
Metallica.
Metallica kind of got me into rock music, so I guess I'd have to show them the love. That's kind of what got me into it. That first Black album, like 1990, 91.
Local, worldwide.
Mm. Worldwide. Call me Pitbull, Mr. Worldwide.
Mm. Damn, this is not the right. Well, I would say fitted or dead hat.
Mm. Out of those choices, are fitted. I mean, I wear a snapback, but yeah, out of those choices, are fitted. I wear just snapbacks and
Well,
scullies. That's
really, I
pretty
don't even
much
know
it.
why I took it back. Bring it back. I mean, really, I don't know why I took it away from you because you could rock that. I just
Yeah,
don't see you. But the real question was fitted or derby.
yeah, yeah. Probably more of a fitted. You know what I mean? Yeah, I like hats and scullies. That's pretty. I don't really wear fedoras or Jeffs or anything like that.
Right. Pants or jeans.
Jeans. I still rock jeans. People make fun of me. I'm old. I get to wear jeans now. You know what I mean? I'm 37 now. My kids
Dolo
like, get a pair of
or the
sweats.
fellas.
Mm.
Dolo or the fellas.
I think it depends. That's a good one. I do definitely enjoy my own company. I know a lot of people don't, but I don't mind being on my solo tip. But I definitely enjoy when it's like me and the homies. We smoking, got the Xbox going. Like I enjoy them times big time.
Guitar or microphone.
Mm. Microphone. Gotta have this big mouth, you know, ladder. Never shut up.
City or country.
Mm. I'm in the country now and I miss the city. So I guess I gotta say the city.
Fight or shoot.
Mm. Could you repeat that? I didn't hear it all the way, I'm sure.
My fault. Fight or shoot.
Oh, fight. Fight. We can shoot the ones. You know what I mean? I'm old school.
Watch a chain.
Watch. Yeah. Watch is function and fashion.
90s rap or present rap? Basically.
90s. I mean, you got Big Pac, X, Nas, Wu-Tang. I mean, the list goes on and on. But I do like new school rap. I
Basketball.
mess with a lot of these young bucks too.
Right. Basketball or football?
That's tough. That's a tough one. I love them both so much. They're my two favorite sports for sure. I'd say I guess basketball because it's fast paced. It's usually always exciting. You know what I mean? But like I said, I love them both. Like they're my kids. Yeah, I mean I love them both the same. But basketball's always fun and fast paced.
Right. Again, pizza slice or taco?
Pizza got to be a good slice. I'm a fan of a good taco, but yeah, I mean you can't beat a good slice.
I know the answer to these next three, but this is gonna be funny and fun.
Hey,
Especially when we got the W and you got the L, except for when it counted. Patriots, Eagles.
Eagles, no question. Fuck the Patriots. 1-1.
Hey, that's I see your keyboard warriors. Good that you over
Yeah.
here and I'm over here.
Yeah, me.
Red Sox, Phillies.
Phillies. Philly 4 for 4, bro. I love all my teams.
Flyers,
And
Bruins.
Flyers over Bruins. Yeah. If y'all had a basketball team, I'd take the Sixers. I'd take Temple over BU. Philly,
DC,
I mean.
and they'll get their ass whipped right now. That'd be a good game
Hey.
if DC a win.
Hey, Temple ain't known for the
I can't
football.
even believe I even said this stupid shit.
Hey.
Benzino or beans?
Beans. Easily.
Sip or smoke?
Smoke. Yeah. I'd rather smoke than drink.
Thick or thin?
Don't really matter, man. My wife's thin, so I guess I'd say thin, but all women are beautiful.
Yeah, don't sleep on the couch. Don't sleep on the couch fucking with history.
That's what I said. My wife's slim, and I love her. I love her for how she looks. Always. Even when she was pregnant and got bigger, it did. All women are beautiful. I believe.
Come back. Love or hate?
Love for sure. It's easier to grow love than it is to grow hate. Negativity is harder to keep up than positivity.
All right, so we done with this or that. I'm gonna go with the last few couple of questions, man. I'm surprised you went this fast, but so for back to the YouTube. So how far did you been in the game? How far has it been treating you? How good has it been so far? Excuse me.
I love it, man. Like I'd say, I shout out the community we got as much as I can, man. It's just so many great people. You shouted out Morals Over Money, Frank. You watch some of them watch that content sometimes, and you literally feel, you feel good. You feel that in your heart. You see the good happening. So when I'm finding other people right now that are, pushing this positivity, other people like me, we've been on both sides. We'd rather be positive, try to make that change. It's a beautiful thing to see that with Barn and Quinn, 183rd, yourself. You know what I mean? The list goes on and on. Street. It's like we got all these people that we could all be these negative, fuck you, we from the streets people, but we're like, nah, we want to push this positivity. We want to change how you think of the street person. You know what I mean? I don't want you. People see me, man. They see that I got hand tattoos. You know what I mean? So, oh, you've been to jail? No, I never been to jail. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I definitely like how most of us we flip stereotypes on their head, and I definitely love being a part of that.
Probably gonna be like this cousin too, sister, brother too. What are your goals as a content creator?
I like to have a few things going on with the YouTube. I don't want to be pigeonholed to just one idea. I would definitely like to have like maybe like a talk show type theme. Like if if down the road something that stands on its own, like a talk show maybe. But I still like to I enjoy making the music, so I definitely would like to keep producing as well. So I'd like to see that advance to maybe working with an artist. Um, I've always been in the clothing. I would love to do something with clothing, shirts, t-shirts, or something. So I mean, it's always things that I definitely would love to see grow out of this. And I know that these platforms definitely help you do those things.
Okay. What have you seen on YouTube that's just been mind-boggling to you? Far as you being a content, not something that you seen like just chilling wise, but like
some of the ways some of these men act, quote unquote, the shadiness between some people, the paranoia that everyone's out to get people. I mean, I think it might come with the bigger channels, but some people on here out of their fucking minds. Pardon my French.
Nah, you could cuss. I mean, shit.
Okay.
I just did, but I mean,
well then, fuck yeah. But yeah, man, it's
right.
We got people on here that are grown men acting like playing teenage girl games, what I would call so-called teenage girl games. Cutthroat, and I don't know, man. Like I said, I don't see a lot of it, but I see it from third and fourth parties. I see what other channels experience, and I'm like, it's mind blowing, man. How people could be so hurtful and hateful to someone they don't even really know. It's a lot of energy.
Right. Again, another one that's close to the same thing. How do you feel about trolls?
I think there's different classifications of trolls. There's a good troll, someone that is busting your balls, but they're making people laugh, even you. Like we was in a troll call the other day, and people were saying shit about me, and I was legit laughing because it was good. Like that's the troll. Right. When you're in a chat room and everyone's having a great conversation as we are now, and somebody with the name like Bart Simpson with his picture, and they start dropping the letters for the N-word, or like that shit is so corny, bro. Like the only thing you could do is ignore it, because if you pay them late, it just gets worse. But still, I just wish there was something there that we wouldn't have to deal with that section. Because, I mean, even I'm white, but it offends me as well to hear that word. Because I have black friends, and I don't need them to feel some type of way because some asshole thinks he's funny.
Right. Because I got a question, a couple. Again, the same type of stuff. What you just said. How do you feel comfortable or uncomfortable? A lot of the times you be in rooms that you're a white guy and you're with a lot of black guys. Like I was.
Yeah, I mean, this is my life anyway. I mean, that's my life on the street too. It was always that way. So I mean, I guess I'm kind of used to it. But I also understand that the gentlemen I follow who talk about, they're not lying. These things are real. Like there is a difference between our complexions. You know what I mean? Like society can see it, it's there. So I don't get as offended, because when they're talking about those white people, I'm not that kind of white person. You know what I mean? So that doesn't really offend me at all. When you're talking about racist whites, that's not me. So it doesn't offend me at all.
I would say also, do you feel as though that you have to, do you fit in, and do you feel as though that you have to?
I don't feel I have to fit in anywhere. I feel like I naturally do, because I'm just a people person. I get along with people no matter where I'm at. But I don't feel like I have to do anything in those groups. You know what I mean? I just try to stay as transparent as I can be. The way I look at it as, if you're not, that's just going to come out anyway. So just be you. If you're fake, if you're acting gangsta and you're really not, they're going to find out. So just why even do it? You know what I mean? Just transparency is your best asset as a content creator. I think the more people know me, the more they're going to want to support me.
That's what I was saying before. So have you ever been in a situation so far of you being a minority, like you being with a lot of brothers, and like have you held back something that you probably would say if it was even so far? Like say you're
No,
having a
no,
conversation about like okay,
no,
it's
because
the same
I
thing.
don't, yeah, I don't really have too much. I ain't going to be disrespectful. I wouldn't be disrespectful. So it isn't like I would need more white people to make that statement. You know what I'm saying? Like everything I say, I stand on. I mean, you take that shit. I tell you, you take my shit to the bank. Like I judge someone by their character. I don't care your shade. Like I know people that are great every shade and horrible every shade. So,
Right.
stereotypes don't really matter to me. I know my experience matters more.
I heard you say something yesterday. I want you to indulge in it like further
Sure,
if you can. Not a,
sure.
it could be a novel, but like
Hey,
you said to somebody the other day, "Hey, y'all are leaving." Hey, but you had said that it was weird. Like back in the day, she was getting jumped for like being like having colorful hair and just being like a rocker.
yeah, yeah,
And even like with taking pills, like how does that like how just speak on that? Like for you to see something that you got jumped for, or was something like an outcast
yeah,
to
yeah.
certain people as a
Exactly.
white dude, and now to
I
see
was
later
saying
on
that
in
because it
life
was.
see a black.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah. I know what you're talking. Okay, I understand. Yeah, I was saying in a live yesterday. It was weird. It was probably like 2014, and a young black kid was riding a bike, and he had said perks and zannies, and I was surprised because to that point I had only seen those things in the white neighborhoods. So it was weird to me seeing that, and what else you were speaking on? I did say that it was weird to see that hip hop had taken on those rock styles that when I was that way, the rap kids didn't like, and they chase you down, try to jump you, whatever. Like I said, I mean, I grew up a
right.
cocky white kid in a mixed neighborhood, so of course I had my issues. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I was a mouth,
You know,
but I fought. You know,
I I don't know if where you said it might have been big. I don't know where you said it or whatever, but or y'all was too kept talking, but I wrote in the comments after you said that. I was like, yeah, I know him pretty well. He took a lot of ass whoopings. I was like, I know
yeah,
Murph.
yeah, yeah.
I don't
That's
know Murph, but I know Murph.
yeah,
I know
yeah,
exactly
yeah,
what white boy you are.
hmm
I always been
yeah.
a
That's
savior. I know I saved a whole bunch of Murphs like you. Like, oh, okay,
yeah. People
you
see it
they
and they
already
just
shit already fucked up.
yeah, yeah. I get
Go
why
ahead.
people are weary sometimes because in this day and age, you got the media telling you, black people are being told white people are horrible. White people are being told black people are horrible. So it's like when you see somebody get on and you're like, oh, he's just bullshit. He's white. He don't know it. And it's like, bro, I grew up there too. Your situation was definitely worse, but we was down there too. This is a class thing. They trying to attack the poor. But my question comes to why are blacks the poor then? Why are you know what I mean? Like it always comes back to those
Mhm.
issues. So there's definitely things that need change and fixed, and I can acknowledge them
That's it.
and still be true to myself.
Nah, it's definitely all cool with me, bro. Like I said, I made a joke out of the situation. It wasn't a joke to
Yeah,
you,
yeah,
and
man.
6 or 7, 10 years ago. But like I
Yeah,
said, I've met you before out of through another person. That's just the way I am
yeah,
anyway.
yeah. The
But
energy.
I can
Yeah,
tell
yeah,
you're cool, and like you holding your ground is like, yo, I'm still even then like I'm not the average white boy. So I'm gonna keep
yeah, yeah.
talking
And
because like I know this shit. I'm not like
that's what
trying to
I
be
felt like. I
down.
felt like in
I'm being myself, and I'm not
yeah.
nobody's bitch.
That's
So
what it
yeah,
is.
we
Like
just gonna have to
I
get
don't
this in.
disrespect nobody. You know what I mean? And I expect the same respect. But that's what I mean. If I'm in these panels, I don't want someone thinking I'm this flake ass white kid from the suburbs either. Like I'll walk to your block, bro. You're gonna have to prove to me I'm not allowed on your block. Like this
Right,
is
right.
the same G shit if I
I
was five
tell
shades dark. You know what I mean? Like none of that matters. It's experience. It's where you're from.
exactly because like I said, I'm not gonna get into that but too deep, but like me,
Yeah.
I tell people all the time, like I'm in Boston. My Boston with the white boys, like y'all know about them, the bank robberies, and you know who
Yeah.
Whitey Bulger is. Like my white
Mm-hmm.
boys and white girls out here are nuts. Like
Yeah,
I
it's
take them,
different.
I'm
It's
rolling
different for
any
everybody.
state. Like the white boys and white girls out here don't be, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Of course, there's some niggas, but before then,
Yeah,
even
yeah.
before being down,
Hip hop
and
culture's
then it's
affected everyone. You know what I mean? Like
mm-hmm,
a kid in the suburbs could think he's a gangster nowadays because he listens to rap. Maybe he sells something. So now he thinks he's, but your experience ain't the same. But hip hop's touched the whole world. We got kids in Egypt
right,
with G Unit shirts on. You got kids in China
right,
that know these new dances and things. So I mean, hip hop's
right.
influenced everywhere. To think that these things, that there's no
Everywhere.
white guys in the hood or black guys in the suburbs, it's careless to think that way.
Right, and there's a lot of black dudes in the suburbs that don't
That's what
know
I'm saying.
shit,
Like
and
to
just the
think
same
that
way they can
to
put on
think
the
that these
cartoon.
stereotypes are true is you're going to be sadly mistaken when you meet people in the real world. You know what I mean?
See,
So
like me, I'm
sometimes we need to
colorblind.
move our environment.
I think from being where I'm from, and like me just being a kind-hearted person, like the way that I am anyway, naturally. But
Mm-hmm.
I've been a lot of places, and so I always tell people, like even like some of these dudes up here be like, "You from Boston?" Like, and still do that. That's what happened when I moved down south. Like, oh, I thought it was only white people out there. Like, you're crazy.
Yeah.
You come up here and you think shit sweet. I be telling people, but I mean, I'm too old to be.
Mm-hmm.
Just like we talk about the commentary up here, like too old to be trying to show the gangster of myself or what my
Yeah.
city
Yeah.
represent. It's just like I show little skits when people see every time I go
Yeah.
outside of my crib when I'm at it's yellow tapes and shit like that, and that's just
Yep.
not cool. It's ugly,
Yeah.
but it's a lot of it's a lot of people like you like that to like a white dude like you. Like I said, I have friends like whenever I see somebody that just like got it kind of naturally without fronting and like trying to be
Yeah.
down, just like they know, like nah, the nigga been listening to Wu the whole time. He's the
Yeah. I
one who
mean,
even
hey,
told
bro.
me about Big L. That wouldn't be the truth, but like I know
Yeah.
white boys like that. They're like, you can't. I didn't got into shit with niggas over white boys plenty of time. My
Yeah. No,
niggas
I mean,
just
I've
like
been this
they're
last
just being
couple of months,
themselves.
bro.
That's how I am. I'm gonna jump out the window if you my peoples and I see somebody
Mm-hmm.
pulling some other shit, especially when it
Exactly.
comes to like somebody like you, because
Yeah.
then you're pissing on the whole race card thing in general when you're just beating him up because he's just a white boy, like he's doing
Yeah.
nothing, so you're just gonna
Exactly.
jump him. Like then you're just pissing on what happens to us. Um,
Mm. I
so
can
like I
respect
said,
that
what I
opinion.
was gonna, yeah, that's how I am. I was gonna ask you also, tell us, tell us something about yourself that even somebody who fuck with you don't know.
Hmm.
It's not incriminating or
Yeah.
what I'm
Yeah. Yeah.
saying. And
No,
don't
I
tell
take
me
it.
about beating off in the Burger King bathroom. None of
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
type of.
Yeah. Sometimes I act like shit don't bother me, but it does. Like my brain never stops working. I have to literally sometimes like take PMs and smoke a joint to go to sleep. Like my brain will not ever stop. So like I'm always thinking, you know what I mean? So sometimes I'll play it cool, but little things will bother me. A lot of people don't know that. I won't show that it's bothering me, but I still peep everything.
Right. What's the most talented thing that you got with yourself that you think that's
Um,
not too crazy?
you said the most talented?
Well, yeah, where you most talented in? Now that's
Hmm.
something that anybody can
I
know or
think
don't know, but for the people who's gonna watch it.
I said I would think like comedy wise, just making people laugh, making myself laugh. You know what I mean? I've always had that. So I definitely think like a comedy, but my writing has always been good. Whether it's music, a story, a storyboard, a script for a video. I mean, writing is usually like my strong point. So I definitely think I got some talent when it comes to writing and like comedy writing and but I love all things. I love drama. I love horror. So I could really write anything.
So you have done that. You written jokes or you written comedy before, or like or
Like
it's
my
on your
videos.
channel.
Yeah, sometimes I'll like it's most like I won't necessarily write it, but I'll kind of like you see Jay-Z or Lil Wayne do. They'll pop out an idea and they'll go back and and that's kind of what I'll do with my videos. But sometimes like when you hear me go like on my taglines for my page and stuff, I actually like sat down and wrote and attempted and was like putting ideas together. You know, like I say, critical thinking and common fucking sense, as rare as that is anymore. Like that's an idea. Like I kind of threw this word here, throw that word there, try to see what I felt most comfortable with. So definitely, like I'll write some things.
Yeah, I definitely feel that when you.
Yeah.
I said I definitely feel that. One of the first times I heard you say that about the common sense, I'm like, yeah, I like this dude because
that's why
all the time.
I seen Street here, and it was so funny because you brought Street up. I followed you through Quinn, and then you brought up Street the one night, and I went to check him out. And my first like 5 seconds in there, he was like critical thinking, and I was like, I'm home. Because that was already I made the tagline Monday. I found Street Monday night. You know what I mean? I was like, all right, I'm home. This is where my place. Like I enjoy being here. You know, we were both on that critical thinking tip. And that means a lot to me nowadays, man. People don't think for shit. And that's why I put the common sense. You know what I mean? Because some things aren't critical thinking. They're literally common fucking sense. You know what I mean? So, but I've always been good with the little taglines, quick lines and things.
Would you just add on to that part too with like when you said with the not thinking in the common sense, will you have because I've heard it the last couple of days too, which I'll be on, it's like you familiar or will you explain like how creativity even now in the two is like within life too, all of this follow leadership that's going on, all this following like copycat type of shit. Could you explain to them in your version of it, like how, like what you say, you think about things and you work on your own type of projects and what that means to you and what the difference of being original is?
Yeah, man. I mean, for me, that's like the only rule. Like, be me, I can't. You know, we start trends. We don't follow them. You know what I mean? That's kind of like a philosophy I have. Like, I don't like to follow. I've always been a natural born leader. If we're like in a group, I'm always like taking the lead. It's just something I do. So I can't necessarily just follow a trend. You know what I mean? I can't really do something if everyone else is doing it because I have to feel like I'm part of something. So my originality is definitely going to help on that. I can't follow someone and then feel like it's mine.
Yeah, that's good. That's why I'm gonna let them, because usually I don't. We're gonna let this go for a few more minutes. That's why I say about Street. You're just like Street. Y'all probably gonna end up doing something like this or different or better. Is because for one, Pamela said that you have a DJ voice for real.
She always said, yeah, Pamela's like, Murph got the radio voice. W1440 smooth jazz.
She was one of your peoples. I thought she was somebody that I knew that was from overseas, because I told Barnum.
Hey, yeah, I see a couple of my people up here. Yeah, we got a good squad. Dorota Lou, ATP Barn.
Yeah, Dorota, yeah. Yep, everybody, mostly everybody from there. Ain't even nobody from messes with me then came, except for God.
Hey man, a lot. Well, Rain does. Rain was shouting you out. Rain's your real deal supporter, bro.
Oh yeah.
Rain, that's Rain, real, bro. She was like, I'll be there. I love tea history.
Yeah, that's my girl. That's good from Street. She's definitely. She got talent too. She just be chilling until she's. I could tell that she's like one of those perfectionists because she got some talent. She just ain't gonna just throw it out there without it being correct.
That's exactly, and that matters, man. Your integrity is important.
Old head Deuce wanted me to ask you: are you West Coast biased? I don't know why he asked that, but
are you? No, West actually, Coast I want to go to Cali. I want to see the Pacific Ocean. I've seen the Atlantic. I want to see the Pacific. I'd like to go to Cali.
Sir. If you ever be on Pacific.
Yeah, I'm an East Coast kid. I always loved Gray, Snoop.
Especially for us.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just to see the Pacific Ocean life. But I always like West Coast rap, West Coast movies, Boys in the Hood, all that West Coast stuff. I always love that stuff. I mean, people joke that I dress like a Mexican cholo, but I'm a white boy. You know what I mean? So, and I kind of do. I wear the flannels all buttoned up. I do wear the bandana. Like when I met my girl at a Halloween party, that's how I was dressed. You know what I mean? So I never really had a West Coast bias. I love people of all geographies.
Right. So right now, like I said, anybody else, Street, you got a question for Murph? Got a couple more things I'm gonna ask him, and then we're gonna be done.
Street
No, I
said,
know you
"Oh, hey,
can be
Deuce."
damn right.
Yeah,
Spoke
he
about,
said
yeah,
Deuce always talking about bias. Deuce cracked me up, bro. I always say salute to the OG. He always cracked me the fuck up in them chats.
or me too, even when I be over there, but sometimes you don't
Yeah,
see the message. But I'll
yeah.
try to
It's
see
weird.
what up with him. He
Sometimes.
be on
Yeah, you
music
have to hit live chat sometimes, or you'll miss comments altogether. It's crazy.
too. Mhm.
I've had to resub to people recently. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that they're just playing all together too, man, with these subs and stuff. That's why I just asked her, and on the road to lose probably did it before with Quinn. But anybody that's here, please, that don't have the channel, please subscribe to me. Please subscribe to Murph the Kenzo, because that's what
Yeah, man.
this is
T
about.
History got some great content. He be making me too hungry.
That's what
I know
everybody
that
be
house
saying, man.
smells
But
good,
I
bro.
can slow it down. Yes, sir. I had to do some peppers now.
Yay.
That's what I did just from between me and you talking to doing this.
Yeah.
I would just say that basically I wish I had some. Damn, I like cucumbers too on Honda Mama. I wish I had some. The purse just been too light, so I've been chilling lately. I just want to say before we get out here, I want you to again do a couple of things. I again, what I didn't ask you far as like accomplishing on things on YouTube, and on what you're about. Just express to say just give us something, because to me, I know you have a lot of character, charismatic, and like got a lot of charisma and stuff. I want you
Hey,
just to
man.
explain, or whatever. I didn't ask you. It's probably a lot that I didn't ask you, but
Nah,
something
you
just
good, man.
like
I
that's what I
enjoyed
was.
myself.
Anything that you want to let these people know about yourself that I haven't asked, or something that
Sure,
you could
man.
think of, or something you want to check out? I mean, we always end with, which you're
Yeah.
obviously telling everywhere you can be found, but just tell them something about yourself that I didn't
All
ask.
right, man. No doubt. All right. I'm actually a couple of things. One, I'm getting ready to start a second YouTube channel, just where I'm going to probably push just the lives through. That's going to be Murph TV, one word, Murph TV. Then you would space YT for YouTube, Murph TV YT. I'm gonna start pushing that. But on Murph the Kenzo, we're gonna have a like a secret Santa. We're gonna help a family with Christmas. So anybody wants to be involved with that, you can message Murph the Kenzo on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Um, if you know a family in need, please reach out as well. Or you can email me at murphtv on yt.com. That's the new John. Or t.murph, teedotmurph at gmail.com. Y'all can reach me there if you need to. But I'm just out here trying to, make sure people know that not everybody is what you expect. A book, you can't judge a book by its cover. And building a strong, positive community and helping making change, actual change, and laughing while we do it, enjoying life. We ain't here long enough to be upset and depressed, angry, sad.
Yeah, that's what's up. I'm just on Street. Street said he had a question before you get out of here. He said I
Sure.
ain't asking nothing. Oh, like mother, like daughter, East. Thank y'all for coming out. This was a personal interview, and I'm about to wrap it. We're about to be done in a few minutes. I just had
Salute, Miss
one
and
question
Cakes,
for
too.
Street.
Marriage and marijuana, salute.
I'm gonna talk to you later. This is something that I like to do. On like mother, like daughter, East. You got a channel. I'd like to do the same thing in due time. Please subscribe channel along with Murph the Kenzo. These are good
Yep.
people out here. So that's why I'm having an interview. My brother is in the circle, and along with Mr. and Cakes as well. Those are my
Yeah.
peoples. And then to you, like I said, subscribe to the channel. And then when you have the time, I will bring you up to do the same thing to let others and it be documented. Same with you, Murph. Even though not majority, but people been coming through. If it's a way for you, if you know how to do it, I want you to go in there, go on my channel, and take this and put it on your channel.
Yeah, I'm gonna try for sure. I'll definitely I'm gonna definitely have it on my social.
I'll try to see if I can. Yeah, if you know how to do it, then it don't matter. You can do whatever you want with it. But that's what I always try to do. Is I also want the other people, because like I said, who she just mentioned, always look out for me. It's I want to see Rain, and put your information in the chat too, and that's what, so people catch it in the replay, that it be there. And that's why, like I said before, that's why I want you to know everything you say, because a lot of times people will catch it in the replay, and that's what it's all about. Is for us to just have it out there and people can see, and don't run into Murph by mistake or run into T History by mistake and then get to meet Murph. You know how we do.
Yeah, and any of my day ones in the chat, make sure y'all sub up to T History. He's a good guy. I appreciate the opportunity to be on your platform, bro.
I usually don't hold. Let me see, Born. Because Born, I usually don't like putting nobody on when it's somebody's personal interview. Yeah.
Thank you for the link, Ring. Yeah, Barn might have thought you meant
I don't even
on camera.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, man. So on that, I don't want to milk the cow anymore. I didn't have any more. I wish I would have great more questions, because I know
that was good, bro.
I wanted to get to some of the humanitarian stuff, because I want this to have them feel some of the pain and stuff like that. But again, I think everybody that came through to support the both of us, especially Murph. Again, subscribe to his channel. Is what's on the screen. Those here, there's friends of his, should be friends of mine and family, and subscribe to my channel as well. And then the people that catch it in the replay, do the same, man. Like I said, and old head told me to throw the Cash App up there. I put it up there. I'm not really.
Salute.
I mean, it is what it is. When it's deserving, it's deserving. It's up there. Anything is, is better than nothing. But that's not what I came here for. So everybody, man, enjoy the rest of y'all Sunday night. This was dope, man. And Murph, hopefully, you know what I'm saying, you can get at least 1 or 2 subscribers off this. Hopefully myself. And everybody, just enjoy yourself, man. I thank you, Rain, Street Knowledge, Pamela, Dorito, Low, and everybody. Peace to my man, G-Dub Quinn. Subscribe to his channel as well as ATG Bond. And that's all I have to say. And Murph, you could just take us out with your last words, man, if you're done.
I was going to say, salute once again, T History. I appreciate the opportunity on your platform. Day ones, I know y'all are real people, and I want y'all to know that means something to me. Following me the way some of y'all do, we're family up here. Y'all should know already. I don't ever shut up about it. But definitely, if you want to come and enjoy a live where we try to pick apart the shit we're seeing out front our windows, check out Murph the Kenzo, T History, Street Knowledge, Tony Black, 183rd B's, ATG Barn, G-Dub Quinn. Great community we're starting, all like-minded individuals. And that's all I'd like to say. I appreciate the opportunity once again, T. You're the man, bro.
All right, on that note, we out, y'all. Have a wonderful night, man. Take care of yourselves, and
profit over profit.
Peace. No doubt.